And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's
that chick Angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Bangers, bangers, bangers. Oh, 2023. Woo, 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 woo. Church announcements, Angel. What you got?
It's You Didn't Know.
Hey!
The season premiere of A Black Lady Sketch Show Season 4 dropped Friday on HBO and HBO Max, and your girl was all up and through it.
She was dancing, gyrating.
I was dancing,
she was Bible charactering.
Yes, you can catch some of our sketches online as they upload them, but please, by all means, make sure you watch on HBO Max, as well as my episode of Saturdays also premiered the same day.
And she in there good on that Saturday.
It was fun. Wasn't that funny?
When they cut away from Omar Gooden and them scenes.
Then you come into me.
And you going to Angel. She was that lady in that house.
Little known fact, the executive producers wanted Kevin and I to play the husband and wife, the father and mother, and neither one of us got cast.
When they gave it to Omar Gooden, I said, Omar Gooden's good for that.
Listen, same thing. When Golden can skate.
Can't she?
Oh, my God, today.
And that's a big part of that show.
It's a huge part. I got to see her skate.
Oh, you're stunt double, Angel?
Yeah, I said, pop in the frame. That's right.
Angel, that lady came in like, I said, the way they cut, I was like, there's no way it could have been Angel.
Oh,
they
hell
said,
no.
Start on braids.
Yes. We on day 4 of rehearsal, I finally was like, so I can't do this. All right. So what can I do? Because the choreography, I was so proud of myself the first or second day of rehearsal. I recorded myself doing the choreography. Yeah. And I was like, ooh, I did good. And I showed the choreography to Marcus. And so I got to look at it for the second time. And I was like, ooh, wait. I look terrible. How did I think I did good? I looked like a newborn Bambi in roller skates. Everything I did was so shaky.
You need Usher to help you.
Shoot.
Usher be skating.
And that's what I thought I would look like at the end of that week.
That's that alternate reality.
Oh, yeah.
It was Angel Vision.
I was like, I'm going to be like, ow, ow, ow. Like, I had a hard time standing still. I was like, just put me in heels for the parts where you don't see my feet.
The way Usher fell skating was better than I can actually skate.
Exactly. It was so smooth.
How you do everything cool, Usher?
I would have been bleeding out on this stage because I would have cracked my skull and bled to death.
Oh, my God.
This episode is sponsored by Noom. You'll hear about them more in the podcast. What's yours announcements?
Okay, so this comes out when?
This comes out on Wednesday.
Okay, so then just Detroit. Detroit tickets are selling well.
Of course,
Tacoma, Sacramento, New Brunswick, New Jersey, Boston. Get your tickets to them cities. It's going to be a funky good time. I'm hungry, guys.
Oh, I should have asked you if you.
No, I ordered some food. It said 28 minutes away,
and
I was like, "That's a many minutes." So anyway, you ready to start?
I'm born ready.
All right, here we go. So this week is now help me, people from the West Indies. Is it Carnival or Carnival?
I think it depends on what part of the West Indies you're from.
So a lot of black folks I know is in Jamaica in costumes twerking. I don't know if it's Carnival or Carnival. People who are watching on Patreon, put in Val or Vul, VALE or VUL. Carnival. It's Carnival. Somebody put a little Beyonce thing on the E.
No, that looks like Carnival.
Oh, y'all. Carnival?
Carnival.
Y'all saying the latter. I don't know which order I'm saying.
Yeah, Vol. VUL.
Carnival. Mm-hmm. Carnival.
I think the knee is the part that you need to focus
Carnival.
on. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all don't be mad if you're from the West Indies or Caribbean. Carnival. Okay, so black women I have seen there go, they dancing, they twerking. I scroll past, I read my Bible, I pull up my U version. I say, oh, Jesus.
You don't be in them watching them cheeks shaking
what?
Around? I do.
No.
I be like, ooh, girl, what you doing?
That's how I scroll. Mm-hmm. I just go off Instagram. I go over to the TikTok. Carnival ain't over on TikTok.
It's not over on TikTok?
So an interesting debate has been raging on Twitter because Chance the Rapper, friend of the pod, big fan of Chance. He follows me
He actually does.
He does. He's very funny. He's actually really talented. He was in Southside.
I know. He was great in there.
He was very funny in there. This is just a great show. I'm so sad they canceled it.
I know, but hopefully he'll come back. Those are the type of shows that are like herpes.
I know. I want to go.
Resurrect themselves.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wanted to be on it.
You will.
And one of the guys DM'd me. He was like, man, we're trying to get you on. I was like, man, I'll be on.
Oh, and if you were at Risha's wedding, you could have met both of them.
They was down there?
Oh, man. You should be working with them. Go ahead.
But anyway, so Chance was at carnivaling, right? And American people, and this is part of the debate, American people was like, he out here cheating on his wife. He ain't got his wedding band on. Now, from what I understand, now I'm not West Indian. I do eat a lot of Jamaican food, though. It's like saying I stayed at a Holiday Inn last night. I actually ordered some oxtails yesterday. My main Jamaican place was closed. That's what I like about Jamaican food, but I don't like it. They be closed in the day it's supposed to be open.
Mine is all the way in Studio City, and yeah, they never open when I need them to be open.
How are you closed on a Saturday at 2:00?
They love to do I'm taking a lunch break that's 3 hours. I want to eat during your lunch break.
Like, this ain't on your website. Your website say open. They're like, no, though, I don't feel like doing it today. So I ordered from a backup restaurant. It just wasn't as good.
Of course.
So anyway, from what I understand of West Indian Caribbean culture, during there's no relationship. The relationships are left out.
Yeah.
At the carnival, at the parties. Mm-hmm. They be, first of all, some of the twerking at the Jamaican stuff, it be looking like Mexican wrestling. It looked like luchador. They be swinging.
Yeah.
They be slamming. They be
athletic.
Grabbing. They be doing stuff that's a young man's game. Mm-hmm. And one of the comedians, Keep Your Distance, told a whole story about how he misinterpreted the dance. He was trying to fight dude, and his girl was like, what are you doing? We just dancing. Like, in their culture, it seems like it literally is just dancing.
It is.
Right? So people on Twitter was like, Chance out here cheating on his wife by dancing. And I'm like, I think it's okay in the carnival. Mm-hmm. You about rolled your lashes off, Angel.
I did. Because I think sometimes people don't get it. It's just like if you were to go someplace in Africa where they still are living a very indigenous life, and you see maybe the women are topless. Like, you're not going to be like, now she out here just showing her titties off to everybody. Culturally, that is what is acceptable. And I think because everything is so sexualized in America, we can't ever see something as not being about the ultimate goal of penetration or orgasming.
We got to get to the meat of the matter.
Right.
Pun intended.
Pun intended.
That was something I learned online. Now, the diaspora was mad at us again. A couple weeks ago, South Africans was mad at us. Now, Jamaicans and West Indian people were like, American people always think they know. They don't know nothing. They don't know. It's fine. It's fine. And I was like, it is fine. For Chance, his wife, Chance a grown man. He know what it is. It seemed like his wife know. I know for Kevin, that's for me in my house. It wouldn't be fine for me.
It would not. Well, then you wouldn't be at Carnival.
And that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't go down to Carnival. I don't even know what Carnival. I didn't get the pre-existing invite. It was like everybody knew they had costumes ready.
I know. Listen.
What they tell you? Is there an email list?
There's so many things that I always wonder about Carnival because every year I see it and I see the pretty costumes. I wonder how everybody gets their kibbles and bits into the things.
Angel.
Jessie Wu, who I love, who I think is hilarious. She's super talented.
Very funny. Way smaller in real life than you think.
She's a little petite.
She is 4'7".
She put the camera on the ground and danced over top of it so you could see up her birth canal, right?
Wait, she really did this?
Yes.
I missed it.
She was like, I was showing the world the good coochie God gave me, right? Somehow, though, like, her labia or nothing came out. Like, mine would have been like castanets on that goddamn thing. You would have heard. I really want to know how they make it happen because they'll just have like a couple of diamonds, but you don't see any area. Like I've never seen anyone's actual vagina or nipple areola, but yet the pieces are so small. How do they do it? It's magic.
I feel like this ain't Amazon.
No.
Like you gotta.
No, not at all.
I was watching Treme. It was a show about New Orleans. And
Wendell Pierce?
Yes. You know Wendell, friend of the pod. And they were talking about like second line and, all that stuff. And they would get the costumes ready for, I don't want to make a mistake. I can't remember what it was called. But the point is, they would have their costumes handmade way months in advance. To me, that's the only way you can do this. You can't go on a website, carnival.com, and select medium. No, it'd be form fitted to the way that God made them specially.
Yeah, and then they be dressed alike. It's like little troops. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like little gangs or something, like family reunion T-shirts, but with like feathers. And then they all have on the actual fishnets that match their skin. It's just so many things.
You have to join a band?
Yeah, like yeah.
So my question is this, as a bigger person, what if you ain't, like the moment you get your measurements, by the time Carnival come down?
They gonna know. They can look at you and see.
They don't.
They gonna be like, you about to be 10 times bigger. Oh, yeah, I think they know. I want to do it once. I want to go.
Men, I mostly see women going.
I see men.
Men have costumes?
Yeah, there's a shorts. They look like swim trunks.
Really?
They have the.
Obviously, when I see men like Chance or whatever, they don't be in the costumes. They just be in like Jordan stuff.
That's probably American men.
Black men swimming.
But the men of the culture I have seen.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Okay.
And those be the ones that I usually see like twerking up on the women.
Is that how they come up?
Yeah, they be like pot in the pot to get poop poop poop, which I feel like probably also gives the women the security to know that, like, okay, you know what this is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not trying to impregnate me. You trying to get this fast 4 counts of 8.
4 counts of 8?
Yeah.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 7, 8. That's how they was counting the Dance 100. Did you watch that?
No, what's that?
It's 100 people be dancing on Netflix. It's a choreography challenge.
I love it.
Choreography challenge show.
I'm about to start taking tap again. I miss it.
You tapped?
Yeah. For a long time.
You knew it? You challenge.
Yeah.
You see that episode?
Yes.
It was good. We can't talk about them no more. Anyway, I just think it's so interesting how the internet allows us to learn so much about different people, culture. That's not something I grew up with, Carnival. I absolutely only know about that from the internet. Somebody was like, y'all need to come to Toronto Carnival. And I seen some of my friends from Toronto. They be going down there. But I think with learning so much, it also allows people to jump fully into something they don't know much about.
Of course.
With the confidence that they know a lot about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Caribana, that's something new. Is it Caribana?
Oh, there's something else?
So wait, Carnival, is it one? Is it all the countries have one?
I think they have an iteration of
Is that
something.
Jamaican Carnival?
That one, where everybody's in Jamaica? Yes. But I think Trinidad has something. I think
they got their own. I thought they met like it was like the Olympics. Like, okay, Jamaica, y'all got it this time.
No,
Trinidad, y'all got it.
Every time I've seen it, I feel like I've seen multiple in different places. Like, I think they do something here.
In LA?
Yeah.
Carnival?
Yeah, where all the West Indian and Caribbean people, they be out here half naked.
Where?
I'm pretty sure in West Hollywood, because that's the only place they're gonna be safe to do it.
Yeah, that is true.
Because Candace Renee,
I've seen her at one.
Yeah, because she is
from Grenada.
I was about to say Grenadian. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's dope. Actually, I had a conversation with my husband about this a while ago.
Brazil? They got Brazil.
My husband and we had an argument because he unfairly, I feel like, judges American women. He's like, theirs is connected to culture. Out here, y'all just be shaking ass to shake ass. I was like, where do you think we got it from?
That's because they stole us.
I was like, if you go back and look at dances that are in Africa and you see these women tearing it up, that's just all we doing.
I've seen a TikTok where this kid connected all of our dances to like video of tribal dances in our history. And it'd be like, it's in our DNA. That's why when you be a black person with less than, great rhythm, you be like, why the Lord didn't give it to me all?
I know you're not talking about yourself.
I am. You just believe in me.
No, because is this when you use gaslighting? I think he is setting the gas on fire. Okay, because Kevin really, I want y'all to peep game. Stage crew, Angel Wings,
cut it off. Victory, put it on me.
The thing, Kevin has a bit that he has carried on since I've known him, and it's a bit of incompetence where he tries to pretend like he's not as good at something that he's actually good at. But the problem is, as someone who can spot when someone is good at something, Kevin doesn't fake it enough in front of me, which pisses me off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It makes me so effing mad. Kevin's like, I can't dance. And then I like watch him do something small. Like, you know how dancers, they won't do the full move. They'll be like, you know how they be faking it.
They be like, oh, yeah, I got it. So it's 5'6".
Yeah.
And then I can do it. If I need to, I ain't going to go full out.
Right.
That's what they say in the show. We ain't going full out.
Yeah, there's no point.
No full out, but I got it.
That's what Kevin be doing, and it makes me mad. Now, it might look silly on you because you're a silly person? Yes.
I'm a very serious person.
He makes me want to light him on fire. That's how mad it makes me. It makes me so mad because I'm like, give up the shtick already.
Ain't no shtick. I'm terrible at math.
That bullshit. I don't understand how to add. Kevin could outdo all the numbers of everyone. All of them. Be like, it's the square root of such and such. Then the pyrography, I'm thorough. He'll be like, oh, it's 2. In his mind. But then out loud, he'll be like, is the answer dog? I hate you.
Want to take a quick break from the show to talk to you about one of our amazing sponsors, Noom. Listen, I ain't going to hold y'all. I'm going to tell you the truth. I was working out so hard about 3 weeks ago, and I mean working out tough. I was running on one of those free run treadmills, one where it goes as fast as you can run. Me and Melissa were racing each other, basically. Our trainer was like, oh, Alyssa got up to 23 miles per hour. So I got up to 24. And Alyssa went on. She got up to 25. So what do? I get up there. I'm like, I'm going to hit 26. And I hit 26. And when I hit 26, a sharp pain ran down from my hind parts down to around about my knee. And I strained my hamstring. Okay? I felt it. I thought I tore it. First I thought I had a cramp. Then I thought I tore my hamstring. Lo and behold, it was just a strained hamstring. So what I do, I got to ice my leg. I got to take a week off, month off. And because I'm not working out, am I eating right? No. Because in Kevin's mind, you're either doing things amazingly or not at all. I'm going on my 6th week now of not doing right. And I'm going on vacation. So, that's out. Vacation and eating right don't even exist to me. But when I get back, it's water, Noom, and working out. And this is why I like Noom. Noom, when I hurt myself, it said, dang, Kev, that's whack, bro. I'm sorry for you. I know that was tough to deal with. But when you get back, it's going to be there. Noom is like that friend where you got to cry and Noom going to hold you. It's going to rub your back, right? That's a good cry. Rub your back. And it's going to pat the back of your head. And I ain't got no hair back here, so I feel the love. It can get right to the scalp and the meat of the matter. And that's why I love Noom, because I start and stop more than a child learning to drive stick shift. It is a struggle. It's just, yes, bad, good. Yeah. Angel been working out good. I be watching her stories. I be just look at her go. And I'm eating Oreos in the bed at 7. Luckily for me, Noom knows me, and Noom takes care of me. And Noom going to be there when I get right back. Now, I was supposed to be in shape by the time I turn 40. Right? I got a group chat with me and Melissa, my trainer, said best shape of my life before 40. About 3 weeks ago, I just changed that to 41 because 40 is coming up too quick. I'm definitely not going to make it by 40. But if you struggle like me, try Noom. Noom is a psychology-based approach. With their approach, it helps you build more sustainable habits and behaviors. The program helps you understand the science behind your eating choices and why you have cravings and why you either all in or all out. Is it a science thing? Is it because I'm a Taurus? I don't believe in astrology. I love Jesus. But listen. Stop chasing health trends and build sustainable, healthy habits with Noom's psychology-based approach. Sign up for your trial today at Noom.com/SK.
SK.
That's NOOM.com/SK. To sign up for your trial today. Also, check out Noom's first ever book, The Noom Mindset, a deep dive into the psychology of behavior change. Available to buy now wherever books are sold. All right, moving on. Now this is a certain level of boldness that only a white woman can have.
Come on, audacity of the caucasity.
This CEO, right? Okay, so let me frame this for you. CEO, her name is Andy Owen. She is the CEO of what's the name of her company? Morning Hill, I believe.
That sounds like racism. We killed them niggas in the morning on the hill. That's what.
Hold on, let me get it right.
MillerKnoll.
MillerKnoll.
Yeah, that sounds like a slave owner too. Go ahead.
Okay, somehow her company, she needed her workers to get $26 million. But here's the framing of the video. This is a Zoom that leaked. Her employees were asking about bonuses. They didn't get them this year. They didn't get no bonuses. She did get one. Ooh. Now, various reports are saying hers is $2 million, $4 million, $6 million.
Oh, that made me.
But the point is, shiver. No matter how much, she got a bonus, but the people didn't get a bonus, right? So somebody asked on the Zoom, because I imagine it's a feedback culture company. This is what she had to say. It's a minute, 21 seconds. Oh, hold on, Kevin Hush. You was up on the YouTube. Now be quiet. Okay. Here we go.
What can we do? Some of the questions came through about how can we stay motivated if we're not going to get a bonus? What can we do? Some of them were nice and some of them were not so nice. So I'm going to address this head on. The most important thing we can do right now is focus on the things that we can control. None of us could have predicted COVID. None of us could have predicted supply chain. None of us could have predicted bank failures. But what we can do is stay in front of our customers, provide the best customer service we can, get our orders out our door, treat each other well, be kind, be respectful, focus on the future because it will be bright. It's not good to be in a situation we're in today, but we're not going to be here forever. It is going to get better. So lead by example, treat people well, talk to them, be kind, and get after it. Don't ask about what are we going to do if we don't get a bonus. Get the damn $26 million. Spend your time and your effort thinking about the $26 million we need and not thinking about what you're going to do if we don't get a bonus. All right? Can I get some commitment for that? I would appreciate that. I had an old boss who said to me one time, you can visit Pity City, but you can't live there. So people, leave Pity City. Let's get it done. Thank you. Have a great day.
She had the nerve to have a pleasant voice while telling these people, be appreciative to be broke and work harder.
Angel, so they sell office furniture. Mm-hmm. So as you can imagine, they might have struggled. Thank you for this. They might have struggled a little bit since the panic began. Well, the government said it was over. They just slipped an email in last week. I don't know if y'all saw that. They was like, by the way, we off this pandemic. Ain't no more money. Ain't no more stimmies. You're on your own.
You need to figure it out.
We know y'all still getting sick. Who cares? That's regular sick now is what the government said.
That's what it is. Go back to work sick.
This is regular sick. Let me tell you what. Now, I had a boss. The boss that made me quit Bank of America, her voice was like that.
Oh, now, kill me.
The thing is, even if she didn't take a bonus, that tone, that like the way she talked to them people about that, who among us can go out and get $26 million?
Go after it. You can't live in Pity City. You got to visit it, get the fuck out, go after that 26. Don't ask me about your bonuses. I have it. You don't.
That's what she said.
Listen, guys, it's been tough out here for everyone but me. So I just don't understand, okay? All right.
That nigga, not nigga, I'm just frustrated. That white woman really said, you can visit Pity City, but you can't live there. Okay?
That's when I would have put the hands up emoji and been like, could you unmute me? Press the space bar. Bitch, I quit.
Right then and there.
I'm in unemployment city now. Where is EDD? Fire me. There's my bonus. The fact that she got a bonus and then was telling people not to worry about their bonus. To not worry? No, you should worry.
You should. Listen, I wish CEOs would just be honest. If this was Kevin being a CEO of that company, I would never do anything like this. But if I did, just keep it 1,000. Listen, y'all, all I could get was $2 million myself. It's tough for y'all. Because I'm usually 5'10", 15, 20. Mm-mm. The fact that I had to say no to y'all and all I could get was 2.6, how am I going to fuel my boat on that? I was nervous about this. Is this what it's like to be y'all? Paycheck to paycheck? It's tough. I'd be looking at my LinkedIn if I was y'all. Y'all know we sell office furniture. In a world that is increasingly more remote. This is Scranton, Pennsylvania, Dunder Mifflin. Yes. People ain't using paper like that. People's home is their office. Y'all should be working. Why do y'all work here still?
Y'all need to sell homes.
Get out of crazy.
I don't understand. It's the trying to motivate them while playing in their face.
All up in them folks' face.
Playing in their face. I'd rather her have been just mean. And then I've been like, well, you know what? You work for an asshole. And be like, no, there's no bonuses this year.
Sucks to be you guys.
There's no bonuses. If somebody would, did you get I absolutely did because I work harder than all of you all.
And it's my company.
Right.
Mine says CEO. That means cash everything opportunistically.
There you go. I was like, how you going to land it, Kevin?
I wanted it to be an A.
Oh, you should have. That's when you keep talking. Cash opportunistically on every time I say I get a bonus and you motherfuckers don't. Into Zoom.
And also, why would she talk like that? Like, if you having a town hall with a company more than 7 people, you know somebody can record that with their phone.
Go get the damn 26 million. This is not for Sparta. I think that's what she thought it was going to be.
Right.
This is for Sparta.
I be telling people, man, like, one of the things about growing up military is you feel like you'll always have a job, right? Mm-hmm. Because the military really, even if you do crime, sometimes they'll put you in jail. You get out, military jail. You get out, you still be having a job, depending on the severity of the crime. They'll give you Article 15. At least that's what it was called when my dad was in. They'll reduce your pay, but they don't be kicking people out just willy nilly, right? In the military, as far as I don't remember massive like layoffs of the military like that. Mm-hmm. So I grew up thinking, you're gonna always have a job. When I got out into that regular world, I said, oh, y'all don't know. Yeah. You work for Boeing. Boeing had massive layoffs. The bank, when I worked for the bank, it was, boy, there was a couple years there before the housing market crashed. Now, this was a lot of money to me, especially at the time, still a lot of money. But at that time in my life, it was an obscene amount. I was getting $3,000 bonuses, $5,000 bonuses.
That's a lot.
And that's when I first learned about taxes. I didn't realize they tax the bonus at a higher rate than the regular tax.
Because you got it all at once.
Yeah, so I got $5,000. I counted $5,000, right? When I came home, Uncle Sam was like 34% of a bonus. And I said, I done spent 100% of this. Now I'm worse off than I was before the bonus even happened.
Have y'all already did y'all taxes for this year?
Angel, I don't even want to talk about taxes.
Y'all did already?
Angel.
We have not.
I don't even want to talk about taxes.
That's not what we talked about before. That was last year's taxes, right?
Oh, Angel.
That was this year's taxes?
Angel.
I'm sorry.
It's not even that. Oh. Let's just say our previous accountant miscalculated.
How much money y'all really made? This is what.
No. How much money we were supposed to pay.
Oh, yeah. And so y'all got the penalties on top of that.
And we got the missed amount plus the penalties. And the IRS isn't really trying to hear anything.
No, they don't care. Where's our money?
They're like.
They're Debo.
Oh, my God. So what? They're that white lady. Wham.
Get after it.
Figure it. So just so y'all know, I'll be on tour this entire year. Mm-hmm. I'm starting a new one-man show called Uncle Sam Got to Have His. I will be in every city in America: Greenville, South Carolina, Greensboro, Green City. Where are you from, Victory? Lexington, Elizabethtown. I'm going right down the road. Don't worry about travel. Everything I said in the past.
Backyard.
Hartford is back on. Pittsburgh, you're back. All the places I said I'd never go. Buffalo, Syracuse, upstate New York, baby. Boy, I'm coming right back.
I know it's got to hurt. If it hurts me and Marcus, I know it's got to be a gang rape. Unfortunate.
I'm going to tell you the worst part about it to me. It's that the rules don't apply to the people they need to apply to.
Yeah, because they figured out how to get around those rules.
Jeff Bezos and them pay $0 in taxes.
Did you watch Succession?
I ain't been seen it.
Gosh,
I know my boy done went on to be with him.
That was one of the jokes that they were talking about. They were reading an article about their father's situation. In the wording that they use, they were like, he was the man of the times. And they were like, that means racist. And then other things, and they said something about money. They were like, he's never paid a cent in U.S. taxes.
What? Logan Roy.
That's what I said. How is that? These people talking about billions of dollars.
Listen, I was talking to somebody the other day about taxes, and he was saying that the IRS really don't have no power. Like, they've been stripped of their power. They can't put you in jail like that. So you don't really got to pay your taxes like that. I said, I do. Them rules that apply to other people, they don't apply equally to people like me.
Yeah.
They going to find my black behind and be like, Wesley Snipes, remember him? You was him now.
Oh, they definitely
They
coming
put
for
me
you.
in jail.
Oh, yeah.
And the penalties on IRS be out. They don't even go like regular penalties.
They are
Just
like
pay they loan.
You know, when you get a credit card while you're living on campus, when they come
Yes,
predatory,
yes.
and they'll be like, you can have this, and it's you spend $500 for free, and then you realize that the APR is 43%. That is what it is like to Uncle Sam.
One Angel, speaking about that, them payday loan things were so, I mean, the interest rate was like 400%.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a week. We used to, when I worked at a bank, that was one of the things. You talk about a scam. And you talk about preying on the most vulnerable financially. Mm-hmm. People are already down bad. You got to give them your sign an ACH authorization. So they taking their money out before your check even hits.
Yeah.
So people come out like, hey, something happened with my account, man. I got paid, but I'm still negative. And it be like, nigga, I stole your bread.com, done took your whole check. Mm-hmm. And people ain't calculating. When you need $300, you're not expecting to have, you're not reading the fine print.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to give you that $300 back. Nah, you ain't borrowing from me.
Nah.
Them folks want everything plus. It's not, you can't do fraud because you signed it. So people just be like, well, that account's over. I don't have that. I put my money somewhere else.
Now, I do know people like that that'll leave that burning building. They're like, well, that's gone. Like, they're not about to keep stressing about it. Okay, so it's just going to be a negative for all right. See if you ever get that back. This will fall off in 7 years.
Charge me off, baby.
Oh, yeah. Charge it to the game.
Charge it to the game. All right. This is just a quick thing. We don't have to do a full segment because I know most of y'all don't watch sports, but I had to highlight this. Okay, now Jalen Hurts, young black man, he just signed.
How much him for?
$255 million.
Okay, that's why I keep seeing pictures of him.
Yeah,
pretty young black man.
He's a handsome young man.
Yes.
$179 million guaranteed.
Oh.
His agent is a black woman.
Come on.
A black woman, as it stands right now, has negotiated the biggest contract in NFL history. And the craziest thing is she DM'd him when he was in college and was like, hey, if you don't have an agent yet, let's link. He linked. And she linked him to the tune of $255
Of course
million.
she's my sorrow.
She's a Delta?
Of course.
He's a Q. He's an Omega man.
Listen,
she's a Delta.
Coleman
Nicole Lynn, we just want to shout you out because, and apparently his whole team is women. He got some white heat on there.
That's all right.
He got some white heat, but he got
my team is very white, and I don't mind.
Listen, let me tell you what. Hollywood, boy, I came in here full of gusto. I'm going to change the game. This is going to be different. It's going to be the same.
Oh, the monster has been built. The monster's going to operate. You just try not to be eaten up by the monster.
I just want to scratch and call, build my little corner, and just get my little real estate. But beating Hollywood totally?
Listen, that's why I said, give me these two white men. I got my little Latina woman. Thank you. Now, listen, I pay a lot of black people, but those are the people on my team. I bet you her ovaries feel so big right now. They should be hanging.
Oh, my God.
Angel?
Should be
like, yeah. I would be smoking a cigar.
$179 million guaranteed. She just made $17 million for her own self.
Congratulations. She deserves it.
Absolutely. And I just feel like if y'all didn't, listen, this is a comedian had a really funny joke. He's talking about how old white grandpas were talking about participation trophies. He's like, I played baseball against the best. He said, you didn't even play against no black people. Okay. Y'all whole league was a participation trophy.
Come on.
If y'all weren't playing against the best athletes, like look, this is why I be so proud to be black.
Tell me why.
Everything we've done has been in the face of great adversity.
Absolutely.
Like the whole game is designed for us to lose at every turn. Us specifically. They gonna hurt other races as well. But them black folks, it's like personal between America. Like we are Precious and they Monique. Like I want you to feel the most pain. Yeah. So when we win in the face of this, I'd be even more proud. You know what I'm saying? It'd just be so great, Angel. I'd just be so happy.
You should be.
I'd be like, boy, y'all blacks, y'all gonna get some jokes off and y'all gonna figure it out.
So this man is pretty rich and in shape.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to have something wrong. Something got to be wrong. He's got to have a boil on his butt. Something can't be right. Victor said it wouldn't matter. She would name that bull and put makeup on it. Something got to be wrong.
A boil on his butt?
Something. He is pretty. And that is a lot of money. And he going to be in shape for a while. Something wrong. Something got to be wrong. Somebody tell me what it is. God will not give him all of that. Maybe he can't talk right. Has he ever talked?
He talked good.
Something's wrong. What is it? Tell us. Tell us, Jalen. Something wrong.
He got a boil on his butt. It's crazy. Where are we at time-wise, Victory? I'm completely lost.
She don't know.
47 minutes?
No, is that with the ads that we recorded too? Okay, so no, we're not.
Okay.
We're at like 30. The man
it took us a minute.
Yes.
It sure did. I ain't going to hold you. All right, shout out to you, Nicole Lid. All right, now this was an interesting story. Well, I would say it was a highly contested debate. This pitcher, Anthony Bass, or Bass, I don't know. He tweeted a picture of his he tweeted a picture and he read, "The flight attendant at United just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old get on her hands and knees to pick up the popcorn mess made by my youngest daughter. Are you kidding me?" was his tweet. So somebody responded to him and was like, genuinely curious, who should clean up the mess your 2-year-old made? As a parent of 3 kids, I am the one responsible for them. He responded, the cleaning crew they hire. The majority of the internet took offense to this on Twitter. And I'll say he got a cute little baby, little mixed little baby. Mm-hmm. He stood in there and left that tweet up indefinitely. And I asked myself, would I expect, this is his baby. Tell me that ain't a cute little baby.
That is a cute baby. Look at a lot of hair. That baby got a lot of hair.
She's a mixed little baby, just a cute little pumpkin. And he trying to deflect. He like, let me show you how.
He's like, see, she loves popcorn, skinny pop.
So also he added to the story, United provided the popcorn for him, not my wife. And then he also added, thank you everyone for the support. United Airlines is taking care of the matters with the flight attendant internally. I don't know that person, but I would venture to guess flight attendant was black. Who's like, I'm not.
Women, who is black in this situation?
His wife is black.
The flight attendant was white.
You think so?
Yes.
You think that white woman tried to tell that black woman to pick up that?
Absolutely, 100%.
Really?
Absolutely. Where were they flying from?
He ain't say that.
Nah.
You think it was a white woman?
Yeah.
You think it was the CEO of Morning Hill?
Mm-hmm. She's get after it. Get down there. Get into Pity City and get up that popcorn.
Would you his wife ain't black. That baby is mixed. His wife is not white. I know that.
Who?
Anthony Bass' wife cannot be white.
Anthony Bass is white.
No, he's white.
Okay.
Yeah. Anthony Bass' wife. She is not as black as I thought.
Let me see.
Maybe that is a white girl. I don't know what's going on now.
Wait a minute.
That is not that baby. Are them her kids?
No, she could be black.
She ain't black like I thought she was black.
No, but
she could be on Black Lady Sketch Show.
No, yeah, she could. She could be black.
You think so?
It's fine to say curly hair. If you put curly hair on that girl, she might be mixed. Somebody got to be a color, or they adopted that child.
Hold on. Okay, you know what? That might be an adopted baby because that other baby is regular white.
With red hair.
Red hair. So that other baby, I don't know, that I don't see. That might not be.
What's his name?
They didn't show the other Anthony Bass. They didn't show the other baby.
Or is he? Maybe he's biracial. That Pete Wentz. That Pete Wentz.
He's biracial. Shut-da-dee-da-da. He's biracial, girl. So she don't present as regular black. I'm gonna say that.
Well, somebody, if maybe nobody's black then, Jesus, other than the baby.
But first of all 4 of these people look different. The whole family picture, all 4 of them look like different people.
Yeah, I know black people that look like her. They are mixed. But I know black people.
But that baby came out looking more black than the mom.
Listen, genetics be crazy. I'm about to show you a black woman.
Oh, the baby is adopted.
Okay.
The baby's adopted.
Okay. All right, then.
Okay,
so
then.
Our theories are off.
They adopted it off. We're all over the place.
So now let's go back to why you think it's a black woman who
because
made her
black people, I feel like maybe just me. I'm not going to speak for all the blacks. We used to fly with Zay and Joe. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. If my son was 2 and he spilled all that popcorn, I would pick up the popcorn. I'd be mad at myself. Like, I shouldn't even let you have that. Mm-hmm. I got to give you an Uncrustable.
You as a non-pregnant man. Yes.
As a non-pregnant man.
Yes.
Right. I'm only speaking for me, Kevin.
Yeah, you, Kevin. I'm listening to you, Kevin.
If I were, when Melissa got pregnant, I remember her doctor was like, "You're pregnant. You're not sick. So you can do stuff."
Okay, that's the way to put it.
You can work out. You can do stuff. You're pregnant. You're not sick. Let me tell you what. You don't tell them that. Me, Kevin. I never repeated that to Melissa.
Of course you
right? Because you pregnant. You ain't sick, but I'm going to treat you what you need.
What can I do for you?
Also, quick aside, I want to ask your opinion on this. This is another whole debate on Twitter, speaking of babies. There was a humongous debate the other day. Is it okay? Because men was talking about they was bringing their video games in the hospital room.
I'll break it. I'll snap it. I'll throw it away.
Would you?
Yes. Especially because I labor for so long without medication.
You be in there.
So
you still in labor with Amar now.
Listen, he ain't never gonna let up. You still ain't dilated enough. I labor so long without medication to the point that I am throwing up.
Oh.
Yeah.
You was throwing up in there?
I've thrown up, peed on myself, everything.
You peed and threw up?
Oh, yeah. Because throw up was so aggressive that my bladder was
pee was like, we've been squeezed. We've been squeezed. Yeah. Involuntary piss on.
Ready, get up.
There's just stuff coming out of everywhere.
So I be damned if I look over at my husband playing some Mario Kart.
Well, seriously, of course, at that moment he would pause.
If I'm in the hospital, we're at that moment.
No, Angel, because sometimes y'all be... Just a lot of that. Ain't nothing really happening. He could just get in a quick 2K. Just a little quick online. If it gets serious, he gonna pause it.
Okay, then I'm gonna play too. I'm gonna play.
You're not playing the same game.
I play the same game. I just, instead of using my fingers, I use hammers. Yeah, no. This is not.
You also don't like men playing video games, you said.
I don't like when video games are that much a part of their day-to-day, like, stress relievers.
Why does that bother you?
You know what? I think it's a little bit of, I remember my ex was huge with playing video games, and it feels very juvenile to me.
Really?
I lose respect.
What does juvenile have to do with this? He's just getting ready to do a tiny desk.
Yeah, it's very
I play video games to de-stress all the time.
I mean, I play little mobile games, but I'm talking about...
What's the difference?
You know the difference. You see dudes just get especially when
you turn your man voice up.
What is that? NBA
2K?
NBA 2K, where they really believe they're the player.
The my player mode?
Yeah. Or just, I got that what's the face it in the blood.
Why does that bother you? Hobbies can be anything.
It can, but you just won't be my spouse.
I play my Nintendo Switch. I ain't played it in a minute, but boy, when I be stressed out, the reason I like it is because I can't. When I play games on my phone, and then I be right back to checking emails and stuff. When I try to decompress, I be on that. In that soccer game, I am the world's greatest soccer player. I be scoring goals, and I go check the real records and see if anybody else has ever scored that many.
Goodness.
My person, nobody scores goals but me.
How many times? How often do you play it? Like how often in a week?
Well, I'm not playing right now. I don't.
Before moving.
I ain't played it in.
That's what I'm saying.
But sometimes I be playing.
Sometimes I don't have a problem with. I'm talking about when you're like, my wife's in labor.
Yeah.
I could just let me just get off real quick on here. Nah, it would drive me insane. So I definitely wouldn't be able to. No, be in pain with me. Be bored with me.
Be bored. Listen, now you also got to know your wife, because some women was on there like, it won't bother me. I like video games too. That's why you got to know your person. You got to know your person that you're married to and what you can and can't take. As for me and my wife, she didn't have very long labors. Mm-hmm. Melissa, bless her heart and soul, I love that woman, was having contractions, and she was opening a checking account. I still really ain't forgave her for this.
No.
She was opening a checking account for a customer in between contractions. Right, and they're speeding up. You know, they go from 7 to 5.
She got to work. She got a baby to take care of.
Literally, what she was like, "It's fine." The customer, she told me the customer was like, "I don't have to do this today."
No,
like,
I can do it.
So that's why he was like, "Okay." You know, remember when Aunt Viv got pregnant? She kept breaking everybody's hand.
Yeah.
I feel like Melissa was at that moment. So not only does she finish opening the account, okay, she also funds the account. She takes the little $25 around to the teller to deposit it. And then you know what she does? She drives herself to the hospital.
Where were you at?
Now here's the thing that frustrates me. Okay, I'm at work waiting. Hey, you good? How's it going? Because I'm checking. You know, it could be any day.
Yeah.
She don't text me. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, now I'll pause this and ask her when she gets here. Let me ask her now. I remember the first call I got was Melissa is at the hospital. And it wasn't from her. It was from her boss.
Oh, no.
If I don't, let me check, because I don't want to lie on this.
Don't you get yourself in trouble being mad about something?
Babe, when you was opening that bank account and you were pregnant, you were going into
Tell
birth.
her you on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast live. They can't hear you, but I want to make sure I get this part of the story right. When you opened that account and you funded it and you drove yourself to the hospital, did then somebody tell me you were at the hospital? And you were at the hospital.
This is a setup.
This is when Jay and Bishop and Wes was there.
This is a setup.
It was her.
I can't believe you called just to have an attitude. Look at me. Just what I'm saying.
You saw, I don't remember this part of the story. She said she saw blood.
Why are you calling her just to get
She
mad
saw
again?
blood in the bathroom and then finished opening the account, Angel.
Well, because she knew she had it.
Listen, why
are you calling her to be frustrated with her?
We'll talk about it later.
She birthed your children.
We'll be done 10:30. But then me and you need to talk. All right.
Marriage be hard.
The woman called me. That's what it was.
The woman at the bank called you?
This woman
called
me. I'm on the now the hospital was like less than 10 minutes from her job. Mm-hmm. The point is, I don't have no time to be in labor. And I didn't keep my video game. I didn't keep my stuff on me. Like I didn't keep my PlayStation in my car. Mm-hmm. And I was definitely not swinging by the house. I remember when Melissa, I thought she was going to labor. I was freaking out. I remember it was so stupid. Monique was there. She said, "Okay, Kev, I think it's real." And I just changed my shirt. Literally wasn't sweating. We were sitting down watching Steve Harvey special. I can't remember the name of it. God Ain't Through With Me Yet, maybe. And she was like, "I think it's time to go." And I'm like, okay. We had our little, go bag ready, and a little car seat, because they don't let you take the baby home without a car seat. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, first let me change my shirt. Okay, I'm ready. And she was like, "Why you change your shirt?" I was like, we're going to be there.
I want the baby to have a fresh shirt to see me in. I just want the baby to
So I didn't think, also let me grab my PlayStation just in case it's long. And in my marriage, I probably would have been too nervous. Like I kicked Melissa's mom out the
room.
The
living room.
I kicked everybody out. The nurse was like, just one person can be in. And me and her mom was looking at each other like Diddy and that man with the blonde hair.
Yes.
And I was like,
get out.
Excuse me. Like, what are you doing here? They said only one person can be in there. Scram you.
Marcus was definitely too nervous to be playing no video game. Now, when I did eventually get my medication and I was in there snoring, no telling, he could have had a full party.
Would you have been mad if you woke up and he was just, I just finished my...
He needs to preemptively know she about to wake up and put that thing away. Yeah, 100. 100%.
Would you really?
Yes. I am risking my life. I am potentially at either life's door or death's door. You don't know which door.
You really don't, though.
For real.
Nah.
Now is not the time for me to hear, I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that at all. That we going to have a big ass problem. No. So if that's how other people's marriages work, that's great. You do what works for you. I did not want him to touch me, but I wanted him to be there. It's the pain. When I'm in pain, your hands feel like fire if you touch me. It just.
How did he take this information?
He understood it.
He already knew this ahead of time?
Oh, hell yeah. He's experienced me in pain before and knows like rubbing.
Oh, Melissa, get off me, but
be near.
I want to feel the comfort of this from just you right there.
Absolutely.
Don't even bring your hand. Don't do fake air circles behind me.
No.
But subtextually cover me with love from right there.
His job was to make sure the fan was blowing at a hurricane rate towards my face and my coochie. Because those were so hot. That was his job.
Hot coochie is a medical term?
Now, listen, everything, when I am in pain, my body literally goes into a flight or fight mode, and flight is what happens. So stuff is coming out of me every which way. That's why I throw up.
You just had heat coming from your undercarriage,
everything.
Throwing up and peeing.
I'll throw up. I'll get all the things because my body's like, something's wrong. Get everything out.
Right.
So I have to try to cool myself down because my temperature, so that was his job. And he did. He followed me around with a fan. He held my gown open, to let the air in. But don't touch me. Don't you put your hands on me. He did a good job. I'm telling you, that man did a great job. Great. And did not judge me at all.
Oh, man, I was an instant dad. I ain't gonna hold you. I was great in the pain. I remember Melissa was unconscious for the first 3 days for the most part. So when that baby was born, it was me and him. And I was just like, I thought we was gonna be
this is gonna be more of everybody.
And them nurses, but when that baby is out, all right, feed it every couple of hours. We'll be back to check on you. So I was just like, what? I just wake up, Liz.
I don't have any more shirts to change it to.
Liz, I ain't take a shower for 5 days because I was like, I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I got to keep an eye on you. I got to keep an eye on him. I ain't really want to pee too much. Luckily, the only good thing was he was asleep 90% of the time.
Yeah, them newborn babies.
But boy, you talk about. I was like, okay, breathing, okay.
Oh yeah.
You just. Remember SIDS or SARS?
SIDS. It's still around.
SIDS still around?
Yes, and now they don't. It's not just for newborns. It can happen all the way up to 18 months or 3 years.
SIDS up to 3 now?
Yes. So I still be looking at them all niggas, man. You breathing?
When he was in the podcast office the other day, I was like,
trust him.
And then he about fell off the thing. I was like, oh,
yeah. All right, he's alive. Yeah,
I didn't know SIDS was still out here.
It's still out here. My kids did not keep me up. My anxiety did. My kids would be asleep. I would get up and be like, getting all close. Just all up in their face. They are good and asleep. Not bothering me.
Oh, my God.
It's the worst. I'm so glad that they're so much bigger. Yes.
Listen, I think you gotta. The point of all this is you got to marry that person. Because this girl on Twitter I follow. She said she can't do no man who has a crossbody bag. Mm-hmm. She can't be with no man who has bendy shoes. Now, bendy shoes. I don't know if you know the Nike Fly Knit shoes.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Them running shoes. She was like, just something about them bendy shoes. I can't do it.
Shoes that you can't crease because they bend. Uh-huh.
Mel Mitchell was like, them white shoes them brunch white shoes. She's like, I can't be with no man that wears those. It's like, choose your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what them Love is Blind people need to do. We'll talk about that on the Bald and Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot to talk about over there.
That one girl can't be with no cartoon, man.
She was like, yeah, no, and you're creepy. Love ain't blind. I feel like we've got the answer.
Dog.
Love is not blind.
It's not blind.
Ain't none of these people come up out of them pods being like, I'm not attracted to you at all, but I want to be with you for the rest of my life.
Nobody. They be lying and trying to figure out a way to say it. The bottom line is, you don't like their face. And they be trying so hard when they walk down that hall, they be like, it's so special.
This is why I can't be on a show like that, because I'd be like, shit.
Let me look at you.
Well, tell me your name. Let me hear you. That's what you look like. You knew you looked like this, and you didn't say nothing to me. I told you I wear Spanx. I gave you the truth. Why didn't you give me the truth? Tell me your shit's all cracked up in the front. I would be mad.
I told you I wore Spanx.
Yeah, I told you the truth about the way I look aesthetically. No, I'd be like, open the slide doors again, because I'm going back in.
I can tell you right now, open it back.
Yeah.
Open it. Just go, and also let me get my suitcase, because I don't trust nobody in the pods now.
Love is 20/20 vision.
Listen, look, I'm just, hey. Some of them people on there, I'll be like,
oh, yeah. Oh, ain't no way. And I get ick really fast. I do. It's such a shame. I get the ick so fast. So if I can get past 2 weeks of dating someone and I don't get an ick, there's a possibility. But I get ick off of the most random things. That's how I know I couldn't do that. Oh, I can hear I can hear the inside of your mouth. I can't no more.
No. I'd rather look at you and don't talk. We just be like, You probably would say some great stuff.
But I can hear the spit moving around in your mouth, and it makes me want to strangle you. I do. I have such hard aversion. And it's not about being shallow. I literally, physiologically, I have really bad aversions.
You see that ugly man coming down the hall, you...
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I'm not going to fake it with you, because you're going to want to kiss me.
It's the way your face, I make me throw up. I peed also, and I...
Don't let me think you stink. The thing is, no, it's certain things. It's certain, No, there are certain things, not all things. There are just certain things.
It's so funny because, like, I always think apparently this is not true. I find that out more and more each day. I always think I hide how I'm feeling more than I do.
Oh, bless your heart.
So when I went to your party, I said, okay, Kev, this is my friend Angel. You know, friendship is compromised, but it's also extending yourself when you got to show up for certain people regardless of how you feel it. So you fix your face, you put on a smile, and you go in there and have the time of your life. And I thought that's what I looked like.
Oh, no.
And then when I came and talked to you on the day, you said, oh, you look terrible. I said, okay, so there's a disconnect between what I think my face is looking like and what it is. I thought I was hiding my feelings. Well, me and Victory was laughing all over the place. Remember, Vic?
You and Melissa both. I was like, oh, my God. Melissa was like, oh, congratulations. Love you so much. I said, oh, my God.
When we was driving, I said there are probably 3 people on this planet Earth who could get me to out of my house to somewhere else's place.
You could have said, nah, I ain't got it.
That ain't what you do with friends.
You right.
This is why I'm going to tell y'all, Angel and Josh have taught me I can't have that many friends. 6. Because you got to really be there for them. I can't do that for many more people.
You could have legitimate. I just want you to know. Future instances, I don't care if I want to win an Oscar. If life is life,
if I win an Oscar, if there was a humanity war and I was fighting and I got my limbs blown off, and you win that Oscar, I'm Lieutenant Dan in it all the way down to Hollywood Boulevard.
I appreciate
blood spurting out of my nubs.
I would not have thought in that moment, oh, see, he don't care about me. Now, if it was habitual behavior.
But I feel like I got to earn my keep, you know. But the point of the whole story was I thought everybody was like, oh, Kev's here. I didn't even do this.
You did once in our picture.
I did.
That lets me know. I didn't even get a picture with Melissa. That's how I knew. I said, oh, these niggas.
I saw people there that wasn't there when I was there. I saw Candace. I was like, oh, people came. I must have left quick.
Kevin came in there. He said, I don't know these people. He
had all kinds of friends.
He was like, I don't know any of these people. Who
I said, I felt I was in my first day at school. I said, I know Victory, Marquita. Let me go sit by the only people I know.
Yeah, I got friends.
Quinn, I knew her. Brisha's Webb. Luckily, Mama Dorothy was there. Amar gave me a high five.
Listen, I got friends. The people.
Yeah, all kind of folks. They was there and eating. The wings was already gone. And they was there on time because I was only like 15 minutes late.
Oh no, the people was not playing.
They was there early. The wings was already 8 off the table.
Mm-hmm. And I've told people that the stuff wasn't starting really until 8, but
they didn't care. Up. They was there at 6:17.
Listen, because they been on this journey. They was like, about time, bitch. Come on, we gonna celebrate you.
God
dang.
Also, it is so crazy that Angel was on HBO in real time. HBO, and then after her episode, like, even the timing of this,
it was perfect
on HBO. And when that episode finished, they like, okay, look at this TV on the Disney Channel. And Angel came up again.
And I said, was dog,
so yeah, that is crazy.
I thought so too.
Not even on demand. The powers that be said the 8 to 9 is the Angel's time.
Yeah, it really was. I was like, oh wow, this is going to work out perfect. This is crazy.
That is wild. I thought you was playing on demand at first.
Nah.
You checked local listings.
I sure as hell did. And I was like, okay, Black Lady Sketch Show, 8 o'clock. Saturdays, 8:30. I was like, so we got to start on time so we can get up to Saturdays on time.
That's wild, man.
God is good.
Y'all watch Angel on demand on Max. Disney Plus? Is it on Disney Plus?
It's not on Disney Plus yet. I don't know when those episodes are going to get over there, but
check local listings. They be airing twice.
They be airing.
All right, we gone. We fit and do the bonus episode for our Patreon. If you ain't part of your Patreon, you're missing out. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage and that chick Angel.